Yes, Sierra once again. It's got to be their longest logo. Or at least the longest time the logo stays on the screen. Yes, Space Quest 3!
The Pirates of Pessilon.
Very ominous title screen. Yeah! Rock and roll! Yeah, two guys from Andromeda, Mark Crow and Scott Murphy. They look like space pigs for some reason. I don't know why they chose that kind of a face for themselves. I guess that's the joke. They want to be as ugly as possible. It's been an indeterminate amount of time since Roger Wilco rocketed away from Valhall's burning space fortress. Time stands still for our hero in suspended animation. Its engines long spent, the small escape pod drifts aimlessly through unfamiliar star fields, its course altered many times by small asteroids and space debris. Inside, Roger lies undisturbed in his sleep chamber. But not for long. That is some really groovy intro music. Didn't remember that the third game had that kind of music in it. Brother. That don't look good. Something is definitely scanning the escape pod and finding Roger in it. Hello there, robot thing. I suddenly get the sensation of deja vu, like I've seen this in a movie before. In a galaxy far, far away. Slowly going in, huh? The pod, considered to be nothing more than another piece of scrap, is taken aboard a robot-commanded garbage freighter. Unfortunately, these robots have no regard for organics. Well, that's a given. They're robots, after all. Programmed to do only one thing. Gather garbage from space, apparently. There's Roger. The small pod is jarred by a sudden shock which triggers the sleep chamber's revive mode. As the glass shroud slides back, Roger slowly begins to regain consciousness. It's kind of nice that you don't have to put any kind of name of your own here. Instead, it's now Roger Wilco as a, you know, as a stated character.
Where am I?
Oh, there's speech. Didn't think there would be speech. Must be because I'm using the roll and MT. And the game starts. Almost. Still an intro sequence going on. Nice thud. You notice that the sounds from the pod grow softer until they are imperceptible. Having served its purpose and taxed its resources, the pod gives the final hum and shuts down. Ta-da-da! The game begins! Okay, let's see. So we start in this area. You're standing in a debris-cluttered junk bay. An escape pod rests in the middle of the room. There are chunks of metal lying around which seem to be small sections of old spaceware. This is the escape pod which safely whisked you away from Valhall's burning asteroid fortress. The skin of the pod plainly registers the cumulative damage and long periods of space travel can inflict on a small craft such as this. As far as we know, there's no telling of how long Roger actually spent time in space before he was rescued, but it cannot be that long. Although it could be all kinds of years. I mean, in Aliens, Ripley spent, what was it, 80 years in space before she was rescued from the escape pod? Let's see if we can look at the debris. The steep piles of scrap metal are chock full of jagged edges and barbed protrusions. So better not touch them. You might actually die. And that reminds me. Always make a save, no matter what, even if you're just beginning in the game. Let's look at the ground. Now, what did it say? Try another word. Apparently, Groudon isn't in the Andromedan dictionary. So they're not using an English dictionary in this one. The floor is composed of mosaic of overlapping welded steel plates. The menage of used metal plates appear to have been cut from a variety of sources. There's a small round object lying nearby. A closer look at the object on the floor reveals that it is a warp motivator. It looks a bit more high-tech than the other junk strewn about this locale. Sturdily constructed, its only protrusion is a modular plug near its base. Have a look at the plug. The 8-pronged plug protrudes only slightly from the motivator's exterior. Can we actually get the plug? Can, it's permanently attached. Oh, that's good to know. Motivator. While relatively small, it seems to be quite dense. I think we're looking at a potential hernia if any attempts are made to manually relocate it. That's no surprise. I mean, that could be as heavy as, well, any metallic thing. And yeah, Grey Wall, it could have been 1 billion years. You never know. And hello, fair bite. Okay. Where should we go? Let's go down here. Oh, look! Familiar looking spaceships around here. Various types of abandoned spacecraft litter the floor of this intergalactic junkyard. All this place needs is a junkyard dog. You shiver at the thought. Yeah, because if there were a dog here, it would be robotic, I'm sure of it. And it would kill Roger in 2 seconds. This bulbous craft looks like it has seen a lot of action in its day. You believe it to be a bow-tie fighter dating back to the Cologne Wars. A true relic. Yeah, Cologne Wars and a bow tie. Yeah, we know what that means. And also, I like the graphics in this game that when you go into the shadows, you are in the shadows. They actually change the color on your character. This looks like some type of tunnel boring implement. Tunnel boring implement? Well, it's made by Acme, so I wouldn't be surprised it actually makes a tunnel. But that is supposed to be the spaceship that Bugs Bunny goes to Mars. Or at least meets Marvin the Martian. You know, the one with the screw top.
Hey, Doc, I want to ask you something.
Where's the earth-shattering kaboom? This ship says Jupiter 2. This baby must have been floating around out there for a long time. It doesn't hold your interest for very long. Well, it shouldn't, because it's from Lost in Space. I've only seen maybe one episode of the show back in the day, when I watched them doing reruns or something on TV. I didn't care for it. It was a silly show. You know, danger, Will Robinson, danger! That show. Let's just move around. Oh. You're overwhelmed by the variety of space trash around each corner. A large bucket conveyor carries shredded ships to a horizontal conveyor high above. Oh, that's good to know. There's one large gear they have here embedded into the plates. The steep piles of jagged edges and blah blah blah, same thing. Buckets are attached to a conveyor. They haul metal debris to a horizontal conveyor above. I wonder how it actually gathers all that stuff. I don't see any claws or anything putting stuff into it, and this is the metal plate floor already here. So where does it actually scoop up all that stuff? Now there is a question. And also, somewhere there's an oversized android missing a limb. It cannot be, you know, Marvin the paranoid android, because he loses a leg, not an arm. Yeah, it's pretty much the same pile of brown metal, must be rust. So rusty metal of the same type, just same pile, going up and up. Guess there's no variety to the rusty metal around here. I can't go from here? Okay. I thought I could go up from here, but apparently not. Well, I do know where to go up. Damn it. Roger. No, Roger, don't go past the thing. Whoop! And there we go. Up on the conveyor belt. I can't type anything. It's all automated. Yeah, his face looks weird. Well, that's what you get with pixelated art. It's not easy to do. This conveyor is no place for sightseeing. So let's stand and... Can we now look? No. And jump. Well, actually, we're not gonna jump. Just let's watch this gruesome death. And which is not a pretty sight. Shredded like an Iran-Contra document. Your many independent blah blah blah. It didn't even let me read that text. Well, everybody will see it in the video later on. It slices and dices your less than the choice cut, Wilco. Approved by USDA. So, Roger Wilco makes prime ribs? Or prime meat, at least? What do you mean less than choice cut? That's USDA approved. It's good meat. At least to their standards back in the day. There's a different kind of pile of metal on that bucket. So it is not the same type of rustic metal all the time in the buckets. Good to know. Let's put some speed into this. Okay, so stand, then jump. Yep. He does it automatically. There we go. Up and ready. Because I have to be really careful here, because if I take one little step to the side... You stepped up the rail. You're dead again. Where'd it go? Haven't we taught you anything? Deceleration trauma. Ow. It wouldn't be so bad except for the sudden stop at the end. Next time, don't get so close to the edge. Yeah, some of the death pictures are pretty brutal. Like that one. You gotta admire Roger's ability to walk on a very narrow ledge, though. I mean, he just nonchalantly goes, yeah, I can walk here. Yeah, better save here. Because we are up and ready. No, I don't need to jump. And also sending messages to people. I thought I had put all those that I'm away. And why did I actually send a message to Verbyte? You're already here. Ignore my message, Farabyte. I'm being dumb. I'm just being dumb. For some reason I thought you weren't in the freaking stream, but you are here. Oh, you're welcome. See, this is why I wanted the people to be on Steam also, so I can send the message when I'm doing a live stream right now. Would be nice to have some more people. Hey, Grumble is here. Nice to see Grumble. Can I? No. Why won't you let me do? Oh, there we go. Okay. For some reason, it didn't take my click. There we go. Okay. In this room, the rail makes a U-turn. There's a machine here which hangs under the rail. There's a chute at the bottom. In the middle are panels of monitoring devices being tended to by a robot or droid. It's not a model you've seen before. The droid appears to be dedicated to its workstation. It seems harmless enough. It is similar to the one you are currently viewing. The only difference is that you can't read what it says. Okay.
Pardon me, this program is too stupid to glean your desire from which such a wonderfully crafted sentence. Please try something else.
I was starting with French and I ended with German. My accents are good. A grabber hangs beneath a rail. There is a seat for a driver. There's a claw underneath that looks capable of grabbing things. Oh, Grumble has never played this one. Yeah, I'm sure you will enjoy this game, because it's a lot of fun. I wonder if we can greet the droid. No, can't greet. Hi, droid. Nope. I want the droid to spot me. Droid. Droid. You mean like this? Now Rogers knows he's been lying a lot. You know, in bed. Why doesn't the droid notice me? Sometimes it notices you and then it would kill you. I want all the death messages. Come on, droid. Spot me. Spot me. Spot me. Fine. Don't. Ugh. Climb down. Hubidip. Plumping into the seat, you grasp the forward-backward control of the grabber. So now we can use this grabber machine to do what we want, or rather do what we need. That didn't expect that. You really bit the beam, Buckwheat. Why is it calling me? Why is the game calling me Buckwheat? I'm not one of the rascals here. And there's that lack of regard for organics in action again. I guess they never heard of the warning shot concept around here. Anyway, you're dead. Hole in one. Hope you enjoy your new flow-through ventilation system. And seriously, I wasn't really expecting that shot. That really scared me. Or rather, startled me. It's a good thing I saved here. So let's climb down. And do this in a proper way. It really takes a long time for the droid to actually notice you. Should be around here. So push button. Interesting sound effects for the mechanical of, or rather, I'm not sure what kind of mechanism that is. Anti-gravity magnetism, something like that. Finding nothing here to carry, the claw begins the ascent to the grabber unit. You can do it faster. Whoop. Jeez, these sound effects. That's more like it. Grab onto it. Dost thou have it? The claw senses contact with the wharf motivator, grasps it firmly, and begins the ascent back to the grabber. Whee! Okay, we got that, so now we go to this direction, at least I think that where the ship is, that we need to use that on. Hey. You're riding below a narrow rail suspended high above the floor of the freighter. A conveyor belt below leads to a shredder. I think the ship is around here. So let's send that thing down again. No, it's not here. I think it's the other next screen. Sensing at the floor, the claw releases its cargo and begins to descend to the grabber unit. Damn it! No! Where's the sound effect? Okay. So just grab it. Okay. Blah blah blah. And we look at the shredder from here. The shredder is a mean-looking device. It mercilessly breaks debris down to many smaller pieces of debris. I wonder where they keep all the debris then. No, I don't want to look at the shredder. I want to push the button. Due to a series of pipelines directly below you, the claw is programmed not to work here. Okay. Is it here? No. Oh yeah, those pipelines are right in my way. Maybe it was all the way here. And on the front way. Hello there, UK gamer. I think it's around here. Yep, that was it. That was it. Sensing an adequate surface, the claw releases its cargo and begins the ascent to the grabber unit. The object thuds into place within the cavity of the ship. Alright, so that's plugged in. We have the motivator in the spaceship that we need to ride to get out of here. So I placed that in the ship. And now we have to go back to where the you refreshed. Duh. Yeah. Usually staying on this screen doesn't just give you the message. You actually do have to click on the main page or refresh to see new messages on Twitter.